Guys, if you guys wanted to send a message appadina, click send it to everyone and send the message to me, okay? Because I can't see the messages because I'm actually using my cell phone to see the chat messages. Don't send me to me personally, okay? Send the messages to click to send to everyone, okay? Hackerji, I'll make sure that I come like I'll continue the session in English, okay? So if you find a bug in a website apna, if you find a bug and you report the bug to the company apna, they'll reward you, okay? So on an average, a bug bounty hunter, a good bug bounty hunter, this is not a beginner or someone really advanced, okay? A small intermediate bug hunter can earn up to $3,000 per month, which is approximately 2 lakhs per month, okay? Right from sitting in his home just by finding bugs in the websites, okay? So that is what bug hunters actually do, okay? So then this is how it actually works, okay? We have a security researcher here, okay? He finds a bug in Facebook, and what he did is what he is doing is he's actually sending a bug report to Facebook, and what Facebook is doing is they are actually investigating the report, and for after investigating the report, they will reward the security researcher, okay? So this is how bug bounty actually works, okay? So we have so many bug hunters on the internet, but some recent these are some of the recent bounties received by some people, okay? A 20-year-old security researcher, I guess he's from San Francisco. I'm not sure about the location because I got the this information from Twitter, okay? So I'm not sure about this. So just a second. Okay, so I'm not sure about this information, but this is a legit information because Apple just recently gave us the information, okay? So whereas a 20-year-old guy found a bug in Apple, okay? He found 3 bugs which was rewarded $36,000, okay? Which is approximately 27 lakhs by Indian money, okay? He was just 20 years old, and he's from San Francisco, and there was a reason articles as well, okay? So for example, I guess it is from Forbes figure, or sorry, it was on Daily Swig, okay? So it was on Daily Swig. I saw the article there, so you can also check the article if you guys are interested, you can check the article, okay? See, so Apple paid out $36,000 bug bounty for HTTP request bundling flaws on core web apps on a research, okay? So it was on business.apple.com domain, I guess. Yeah, a 20-year-old hacker. Okay, so bug bounty hunting is a really profitable thing if you wanted to explore cybersecurity. Okay, and then another hacker from China. It has been a couple of months. Okay, it happened a couple of months back, where a hacker from China received approximately 5.9 crores from Microsoft. Because he found multiple bugs in the Microsoft core network. Okay, so it is also called as RCE. Okay, which is called as remote code execution. Okay, so guys, if you guys want to send a message, please do it in the chat box. Okay, so cool. So a hacker from China received $800,000, which is approximately 5.9 crores by Indian money. Okay, so it is because he found multiple RCs, which is one of the most critical bugs on the internet. Okay, so these are some of the top paid bug bounty programs. Okay, these are some of the top bug bounty programs. Google VRP pay pandra. Apple is paying $1 million, which is approximately 7 crores. Microsoft will pay you $200,000. Okay, fine, this is fine, but still. I'll share all the books, bro. Okay, Prasanna, bro, just give me some time. I'll go through this. Okay, I'll also recommend some books for you. Don't worry. Okay, so the best way to get into bug bounty is you need to either do bug bounty is all about security stuff. Okay, you need to understand how the computer actually works, how the internet actually works, and you can definitely find bugs if you're passionate enough. Okay, it is not something like you go to a website, you find a bug, tada, not just like that. Okay, you need to spend a lot of time over this. Okay, you need to spend a lot of time on this to find bugs. Okay, so there are 2 possible ways. Okay, there are 2 possible ways for this to get into bug bounty. The first possible way is web application security. Okay, web application Facebook, twitter.com, the website you are using in your computers, web.whatsapp.com, twitter.com, facebook.com, instagram.com. It can be any website. Okay, and the next one is Android or iOS security. Okay, well, so there are 2 different options for you. Okay, you can either select one of this. Okay, you can either select web security, or you can either select Android or iOS security. Android or iOS security, you need to find bugs in the Android apps. Okay, well, So it is your choice actually. Okay, you can either find bugs in web applications or you can find the bugs in the Android applications. Okay, so what I will recommend you guys as a beginner is you need to find, I will definitely recommend you to go to web applications. Okay, so web application security is a little bit easier comparing to Android or iOS security. Okay, I'll also explain why it is actually. Okay, so on web security, it is actually a little bit easier. Okay, so for web security, it is a bit easier because it mostly comprises of the basic languages, which is HTML and JavaScript. So it is a little bit comfortable because it is a little bit simple as well. No, yeah, I'll also dedicate a session, guys. So if you have any doubts, I'll let you know, and by the end of the session. Okay, so don't worry. So by my personal recommendation, web security is really easier. Okay, if you are a beginner who want to enter into bug bounty, if you want to enter into cybersecurity abdina, web security is the best place to start. Okay, so we'll also see how to get started into web security, which is bug bounty basically. Okay, and then we have Android security. Okay, so Android security, obviously everyone is using an Android device, right? Probably we have more than like 70 participants, 79 participants right now, where probably I bet you more than 60 participants will be in the Android devices. Okay, well, so Android devices will have applications. So if you find a bug in an Android app, you can report it to Google because Android is owned by Google. Okay, just like that. Okay, so this is how Android and iOS security will occur. And for iOS security, if you have any Apple users here, iOS users, if you find a bug in Apple devices, if you find a bug in Apple devices, you can directly report the bug to the Apple reward program, and they will reward you. Okay, so the reason I said you web security is a little bit easier is because resources are all over the internet. Okay, a simple Google search will give you all the resources for you. For example, if I go to web security resources abdina, Sabrina, you have so many resources here. Okay, so some are paid, some are not, because there are so many resources available on the internet. Okay, so it is a little bit easier to explore web security than Android security, because Android security, the resources are very less in the market. Okay, so Android security, the resources are less in the market. Just a second. Sorry for the interruption, guys. Okay, so Android and iOS security, the market is a little bit smaller because you can't find much resources on the internet. Okay, resources inside the market, in the cybersecurity market, is a little bit low because there are no possible trainers. There are trainers on Android and iOS security, but it is a little bit trickier. Okay, on exceptional cases, you need to also buy an Android device. Sometimes காசு கொடுத்து Android device, iOS Apple device நம்ம வாங்கணும், because you need to test the apps. Okay, on website security, you have the laptop, so it is a little bit easier to find the bugs in the Android apps. Sorry, web applications is a little bit easier if you have a laptop apna. Okay, fine, that is good. But if you want to find bugs in Android and iOS security abdina, you need a physical device. Some people will do some people will try virtual devices, but if you're planning to do it, like for example lock screen bypass, for example, if I go to Apple bug bounty, sorry, uh, bug bounty program, they have so many options here. Yeah, I'll tell you the procedure, bro. This is like something a little bit beginners. Okay, so we have lock screen bypass here. Okay, so lock screen bypass, they'll pay you $100,000, which is approximately like 75 lakhs in Anikiran. Okay, so which is approximately 75 lakhs for these kind of bugs. For example, lock screen bypass, for kernel code executions, or for example, one-click unauthorized access to sensitive data. So for these kind of attacks, you need to actually have a physical device with you. Okay, so it is really important to have a device with you for these kind of bugs. Okay, so it is a little bit costlier as well. Okay, so and the next important thing why I'm telling you to enter into web security is because it is a little bit available in the market, and also there is a lot of demand in Android as well. it is based on your choice. Okay, on my personal recommendation, if you are a super beginner, if you are a beginner, you can definitely join into web security. But if you are a very well versed with security, yes, I'm good with security, I can do this up and now, you can definitely go into Android and iOS security. But the market is very much demanded. Okay, so if you go to a company and if they're hiring for Android security up and now, it is a little bit more available. Okay, so it is a little bit easier to enter into the company, but the market, the resources in the market is a little bit low. So அவ்வளவு ஈஸியா படிக்க முடியாது. Okay, it is a little bit hard to learn those stuffs. You need to learn it on your own because there are no possible resources. Okay, so no matter where you go, web security or Android security, no matter what you do, um, yeah, some people are in the waiting lobby. Can you please look into this? The host who's looking this. Thank you, bro. And no matter what, which you pick, okay, it is either web security or Android security, network security, IoT security. No matter what, basics are really important. Okay, without basics you can't survive in this market, because in cybersecurity basics are the most important and the most essential things. Okay, so you need to be really 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 strong in basics. Okay, so என்ன மாதிரி basics அப்படின்னா, for web security you need to understand how the internet actually works. ஓகேவா, ஸோ இந்த இன்டர்நெட் எப்படி ஒர்க் ஆகுது அப்படின்றத உங்களுக்கு தெரிஞ்சிருக்கணும். ஃபார் யூ நீட் டு ஹேவ் அ என்டையர் அண்டர்ஸ்டாண்டிங் ஆன் திஸ். ஓகே, யூ நீட் டு நோ வாட் இஸ் அன் ஐபி, what you need to learn about those protocols. Okay, what is an FTP protocol? FTP protocol is basically a protocol to transfer files அப்படின்னா you need to know about it. SMTP protocol அப்படின்னா simple mail transfer protocol அப்படின்னா it is a protocol used for transferring all the mails அப்படின்னா you need to understand about the protocol. You need to learn about those protocols, and you need to know how those protocols actually work and on which platforms they are residing, and what kind of software do they use, and where they are actually used. You need to know every single thing. Okay, well, I see some people, for example, there are several bug hunters. Okay, there are some bug hunters who doesn't know about this. Okay, they don't know what is a DNS, they don't know what is an IP, they don't know what is an OSA model, they don't even know what is a MAC address, but still they are doing bug bounty hunting. But I don't recommend it, because you do not have such future on that. Okay, ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாம அப்படி ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணோம் அப்படின்னா you do not have future in that. Okay, so I recommend you guys to learn from the basics. Some people will say at the basics la water, this is not important. Some people might say this, right? But I seriously recommend you guys to learn these basics, because as a beginner, I started this as a beginner, so it is really important. Don't ignore basics. Okay, I take a lot of sessions on both offline and online sessions. I've been into so many colleges. I can still see some people are not well versed with these some beginning basics. Okay, so be familiar with those basics. Okay, so I'll also tell you, I'll also share you where to learn those basics. Okay, so for learning networks, for example, you need to understand about the internet abdina. You have three options, which is geeksforgeeks.org. If you want to screenshot this screen apna, take a screenshot. I'll also share the slide with you guys. Okay, so this is take a screenshot of this screen right now. Okay, you have time, and there's a site to learn about this learning networks. Okay, the first site is Geeks for Geeks, and that is the best site to learn about networks. Okay, so if you go to Google apna, just go to google.com, networking geeks for geeks apna, it'll show you all the simple computer network tutorials, and you can learn it on your own. Okay, so these are really important once you go into this. Okay, so it is not something one time learning. Okay, for example, if you it will not be something basics and one time learning that it is not something like this. Okay, so for these kind of basics will really help you in the future. Okay, for example, if you're joining web security apna, yeah, network is fine. But if you're really, some people will be interested in electronics, yeah, IoT penetration testing, adukaprom car key hacking, you see in the movies, right? For those stuffs also, these might be really useful. Okay, so this is a best book I'll recommend you guys for beginners who has to for some of the books. Tamil books konchu kammi, bro. I'll look into it, because Tamil konchu kashtam for these kind of books. Okay, So I'll try. எனக்கு தெரிஞ்சு இல்ல. Okay, so sorry, someone asked for தமிழ் books கேட்டிங்க, பட் நான் இது வரைக்கும் பார்த்தது இல்ல bro தமிழ் book securityல. Okay, நான் இருந்தா நான் உங்களுக்கு சொல்றேன் கண்டிப்பா. Okay, so the best book for networking is this book, which is Networking for Dummies. This is one of the best ever book for networking. Okay, so this is one of the best book I've recently, I frequently use this book. I have a PDF copy. Just simply Google for Network for Dummies PDF copy, and you can have the copy. I'm not going to show this because it is actually illegal. Okay, well, so I'm not going to actually show you that. Okay, basic English. Yeah, these books are a little bit in basic English, Karan bro. So these are some basic English books. Can you recommend a book in a basic English? Is that a book learned for basic? Definitely. See, the name is Network for Dummies. Dummies means some beginners, the people who doesn't even know what it is. Okay, so it is a best book to learn. Okay, and the next most important thing is you need to learn about operating systems. This is the most important thing being a security researcher. Definitely, that's a very good book. Okay, so you need to learn about the operating system. Some people will say this is not yes, it is available in Amazon, but you don't have to pay. Just DM me, text me, Mr. Arun Prasad. I'll give you a copy. Okay, so there are different type of operating systems for web security or other things. You need to learn about Windows and also about Linux operating systems. Okay, so these are some of the most two common operating system you need to learn. Okay, the first one is Linux operating system, which is one of the most common operating system, and you need to learn the command line interface. Okay, for example, we have this one, right? So this is called as command line interface. This is actually a terminal from Windows. I do not have the Kali Linux right now. Okay, so this is called as command line interface, where you actually see all the files here. For example, I can actually go into documents right now, and I can do a directory search, and I can see the files here. This is what actually command line interface is. Okay, so you need to learn about this. These are some basic important things you need to learn. Okay, and you guys also should learn about the Linux and Windows based administration. Okay, if you get promoted, Abdina, for example, if you get promoted from web security researcher to security analyst or security engineer, or for some higher posting up, you need to learn about Linux administration and Windows administration. Okay, so it is really important if you want to explore cybersecurity. Okay, so it is really recommended as well. Okay, this is some two books. Again, Dummies edition or the superb edition you can refer. Okay, so another thing, we have Ubuntu Linux for Dummies. This is, you can also find on Linux for Dummies. Okay, so you can also find this on Linux for Dummies, and you can do this. Just a second. Yeah, cool. So these are some two books, which is Ubuntu Linux for Dummies. You can also find the book for Linux for Dummies. Okay, so phone number, I'll share this later, bro. Okay, so you can also text me on Instagram. I'll share the Instagram ID as well. Okay, and the next one is Windows. I recommend you guys to learn, give equal preference to both of this. Okay, learn both Linux and also both Windows. Okay, I recommend you guys to learn both of this equally. Okay, and the next most important thing, the most controversial thing is programming. For bug bounty unit programming, a lot of people might be asking, for a lot of beginners will ask you this question. For bug bounty, is programming language is really important? No, it is not that much needed. But if you want to earn even more bigger bounties, for example, if you go to Google VRP now, like for example, if I go to Google bug bounty program, okay, let's go to bug bounty program on Google. I'll see the rules. Okay, so if you know programming language, appadina, you can only earn this much of bounties. For example, you can earn approximately, you can earn just 1 lakh bounties. You can just earn $1,000. Okay, which is approximately 1 lakh. Okay, you can earn only $1,000. But if you know programming languages, abdina, if you're good with programming languages, you can earn up to $13,000, which is approximately, I guess it comes to 10 lakhs something. Okay, if you're good in programming language, it will help you drastically. Okay, so I recommend you guys to learn some kind of programming languages. Okay, learn some kind of programming languages. You can also do bug bounty hunting without programming language, but I recommend you to learn bug bounty to learn programming knowledge, programming language to get into bug bounty hunting, because it will drastically help you to fasten your bug bounty journey. Okay, the most important languages are these, which is Python, Ruby, and Java. These are some server side and client code scripting. I'll share those sites. Okay, for programming, we have another thing which is for dummies edition. But for programming, what I'll recommend you do is go to Play Store. Okay, everyone is having an Android and iOS devices. Like everyone is having a mobile phone, or if you have a laptop, go to Google and search for Solo Learn. Okay, Solo Learn is the best place to learn some basics of programming. Okay, go to sololearn.com. Okay, so this is my profile. You have so many languages here. For example, we have courses. This is a little bit free of cost. Okay, Kuncho, it will be a little bit, you need to pay a little bit of money, but it is worth. Okay, it is worth for every single money. You see Python core, C++, Java, HTML. I have already read HTML here during my college days, which is approximately like 5 years back. Okay, so here Python for beginners, Python for data science, game development, SQL, R programming, and we have Swift. See, we have Swift programming, which is for iOS devices. Okay, we have Kotlin for Android development. We have so many programming languages. Okay, so for free of cost, so you guys can check Solo Learn as well. Okay, and the next most important thing is you need to learn how actually internet works. Okay, so this is where the networking plays a very big role. For example, if you're finding a bug in facebook.com அப்படின்னா, you need to understand how Facebook is actually transferring data. Facebook எப்படி அவங்க டேட்டாவை சர்வர்ல இருந்து அவங்க உங்க கம்ப்யூட்டருக்கு கொண்டு வராங்க. You need to learn every single step there. Okay, so which is really important being a bug bounty hunter, because you need to monitor every single data. Okay, for this you'll use a tool called Wireshark. Wireshark, I did not install Wireshark. So there's a tool called Wireshark which you need to use sometimes for analyzing all the request packets, all the data, to analyze all those data. Okay, so this is where internet plays a very big role. So basics are really important. If you want to do bug bounty hunting, I need to do bug bounty hunting, I need to learn about this apna, please start with the basics. Okay, a lot of people will text me that I don't have time to learn basics, but if you spend a little bit time on learning basics apna, it will help you drastically. Okay, it will help you until the end of your bug bounty journey. Okay, so yeah, the next most important thing is web application technologies. Okay, you need to learn about the web application technologies, where you need to learn the client side and also server side programmings. Okay, those are really important here. Okay, so you need to learn those basics on this, and it is really important. For example, you need to learn those phps and other programmings. We'll see this in the upcoming slide. Okay, so which is client side and server side programming languages. For example, these programming languages are really important. Okay, so for example, on client side programming, we have HTML, which is one of the most basic programming. Okay, so I know programming language. Yeah, good. I'll answer you. I'm not sure about the guy who asked the question. I'll answer all the questions. Okay, don't worry. Client side bugs and okay, I'll let you know. Okay, so for example, there are some types of program codings or scripting, which is client side scripting or coding, and next one is server side coding or scripting. Okay, the most important client side code or scripting is HTML, which is one of the most basic programming language you need to know as a security researcher, or even as a developer. Okay, so it is a very basic programming language. Language, not a programming language. Okay, so the next one is JavaScript. For example, if you know JavaScript, abdina, see this programming language. Okay, this JavaScript. I know a guy whose name is Vinod Kumar from Facebook, who got $40,000 just because he know JavaScript language. JavaScript programming தெரிஞ்சதுனால மட்டுமே he got $40,000. Okay, he found two kinds of bugs. Okay, he was very good in JavaScript language. So what he did is he was very good in JavaScript, and he found multiple bugs in Facebook, which rewarded him $40,000. Okay, so this is one reward, and the next one is he actually got $40,000. Okay, so which is approximately 30 lakhs. Okay, so just because he is very good in JavaScript programming. Okay, he was really good in JavaScript. Avladam. Okay, so and the next one is Ajax, which is for mostly for client based bugs. I'll tell you what is client side bugs. Okay, and the next one is server side bugs. Okay, for example, PHP based PHP programming language, which is an hypertext preprocessor languages. I guess a lot of computer science students will be familiar with this PHP language because you might be learning this. It is a little bit easier as well because you need to embed both HTML and PHP language together to do those. And next one we have ASP, which is in Microsoft proprietary backend program, which is really easier to learn as well. You can also try this. And next one is Ruby on Rails. Okay, Ruby is one of the most important and growing programming language you need to learn as an beginner. Okay, if someone is as a beginner apna, if you're just starting bug bounty hunting apna, definitely learn Ruby programming. Okay, definitely learn Ruby if you're a beginner right now. If you are into bug bounty apna, yeah, you can also learn it. But if you're very much interested in learning a programming language apna, go for Ruby. Okay, and next one is obviously Python, which is one of the most essential programming language. If you know Python abdina, you can automate so many things. Okay, you can automate so many things. And the next most important thing is approach. So I'll answer the question from Indravil. So what is client side bugs and what is server side bugs? Client side bugs apna, it will affect only the clients. It will affect his account. Okay, and the mari bugs matana, it is called as client side bugs. Whereas in server side bugs, where you can get access to the server and you can actually delete the data from the servers. Okay, so those are called as client side bugs and server side bugs. Client side bugs occur due to improper like if you don't maintain your data properly, but now the client side bugs usually occurs. Okay, for example, most probably basic bugs, authorization issues and authentication issues will occur. Okay, on server side bugs appadina, for example, process scripting, adikaprama cars, server side request forgery, and so many bugs are there. Okay, which will affect server side data. Okay, so that is called as server side bugs and client side bugs. Okay, so the next one is approach, understanding the scope. So okay, everything is fine. I'm good with basics. So what to do next? Next important thing is you need to learn how to get into this, because we saw two different types. For example, we saw two different things, which is web security and Android iOS security. I said you to choose one path. You have one option to choose either of this. Okay, you need to either choose web security, abdilana you need to choose Android iOS security. But web security easy, pakka easy, you can learn it a little bit easier. Koncham basics podom. But for Android security, you need to learn Kotlin language, you need to learn Java, you need to have a very good laptop which can run ADB. I guess ADB. I believe it was ADB. I don't. I'm not into Android penetration testing, so you need to learn those basic programming. So because I'm not good in programming personally, I am personally not good in programming. And for iOS penetration testing, now you need to learn Swift. For Android is different and iOS security is different. Okay, so our team is actually building our team is actually planning to expand our operations to iOS security, because iOS security, we believe Apple is going to be the next very big environment, because a lot of people are buying Apple devices, right? So it is a little bit easier to find Apple devices in a couple of years, so common. So what our team is actually planning is to get into iOS penetration testing, where we can find the bugs on Apple devices and we can get bounties from Apple. Okay, so right now I'm doing this on Google on web applications, but we are trying to change the track to the Apple side because that is where the real market is. Okay, as I said, you need to either choose web security or Android security. Either of both of these options, you have two things. Okay, you need to understand the scope here. Okay, well, you need to understand the scope here, which is really important, and you need to gather information. gathering information is a very important topic. Okay, gathering information is a most important topic. For example, information gathering or topic, you have a very specific topic on information gathering, which is a basic cybersecurity thing. Okay, but we are not here to discuss about this because this is a very basic session. We are not into discussing that stuff. Okay, so what we need to do is you need to finding bugs happen only when test. Yeah, kinda. That doesn't give you a perfect. This question doesn't give me a perfect view. Just I'm not sure about the question you're asking, bro, Madhav, bro. Finding bugs happens. It doesn't mean like only a pen test. Just I'll answer that. Okay. So on the right set of tools for the target, which is again important. Okay, and also understanding the logic here. Okay. மறுபடியும் சொல்றேன், never enter bug bounty hunting. Again and again, I'm saying this to a lot of people. Never enter bug bounty hunting just because you want to earn money. Okay, wow. Promise me, like so many people who want to do bug bounty hunting, they're interested in money. Okay, if you are interested in money, you cannot you cannot survive in this. Okay, how to avoid P5 bugs? I'll answer that as well. Okay, so never enter into bug bounty hunting because a lot of beginners might be there. Yeah? Some beginners are here who wants to learn, who wants to get into bug bounty hunting, who never found a bug. Yeah? Obviously, say there are some people inside this meeting who did not find a bug before this. Okay, never get into bug bounty, only concentrating on money. Okay, காசு வருது அப்படின்றதுனால don't try to do this because just because you're getting money. Do it with a passion and also do it in a way that you can yeah, the recording session will be provided to. Oh, voice not clear. Oh, okay, so yeah, am I audible right now? Just a second. Okay, I'm audible. Like we can find bugs on a particular site only through a penetration testing method. Yeah, probably, but also it depends. Just because not just about penetration testing. Okay, you can also just like that when you go to a site, you can find some bugs. Just because you understand the site. Okay, I'll explain that as well. It doesn't mean you have to do a penetration testing to find bugs. You can find bugs just because you can simply find bugs by just understanding the application, how the application is actually works. Okay, so what is P5 bugs? P5 bugs are the most lowest bugs. Like it is not actually a bug. Okay, I'll also explain that. Okay, so the next most important thing is refer those programs. Okay, wow. For example, okay, bug bounty program is fine, but still there's a most important thing which a lot of people don't do it. Okay, which is reading the scope of the program. Okay, for example, everyone is familiar with Snapchat. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll go to hackerone.com. I'll go to hackerone.com/Snapchat. Okay, so this is an bug bounty program where if you find a bug in Snapchat, abdina, the company will reward you. Okay, the average bounty is $250, which is approximately like 18,000, 18,000 or 20,000 something or I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not good in mathematics. Quickly. Okay, so we have the lowest bugs here. For lowest bug, the Snapchat will reward you $250, and for the highest bug you find, they will reward you up to $35,000. Okay, so this is how Snapchat will give you if you find a valid bug. Okay, so this is the policy. Okay, I see a lot of people don't read this. Okay, so for example, you have a lot of informations here, right? You have non-qualifying bugs here, exclusions, and you have so many informations here. I see a lot of people who doesn't read this. Okay, so you need to learn this thing. Okay, you need to sorry, not just learning, you need to give a glance over this because there are some companies which will accept some kind of bugs, and there are another companies which will not accept certain kind of bugs. Okay, so look at a bug na enna first la bug அப்படின்றானே அப்படினா. So what I'll do is just a second. I'll go to my drive. I'm not sure if the bug is actually present, so I'll show you. So, for example, I'll go to drive, and what I'll do is I'll upload an image. Okay, So I'll go to my drive. I'll show a small bug from Google, which is not patched properly, I guess. Okay, I'll upload a simple image. An image upload pannalam. Okay, iPhone image. Okay, so this is a small screenshot, which is an iPhone image. Okay, I'll refresh the page. And here's a screenshot of this. And yeah, this is a screenshot. Okay, wow. So this is the screenshot. I uploaded this in Drive. Okay, so now I'll share this file to someone. So click share. And what I'll do is I'll change the link and I'll copy the link. Okay, I'll copy the link, and what I'll do is I'll open this in a different browser. I've already shown this bug in several sessions, but I'll repeat this. Okay, so I'll open this link in a different browser. Okay, so the right hand side is my victim, for example, the end user. Okay, so I am sharing the file from this browser. Okay, so this is my friend who is using the browser and who is using an Edge browser and who is actually accessing this data. Okay, login panla, right? What I'll do is I'll go to Chrome. I'll go to Chrome because I don't have a logged in session. And yeah, I have two different browsers. Oh, shit. Okay, so what I'll do is the right hand side person is actually seeing my data here, right? So the right hand side person is actually seeing my data. So yeah, okay, let it be. Okay, so what I'll do is to prevent the user from viewing the image, what I'll do is I'll delete the image. Okay, so I'm actually deleting the image. See, the image is actually deleted and the file is moved to trash. And if I refresh this page, see what happens. Array. Just a second. Okay, if I try to open this image, what happens here is give it some time. Google slow paya. Okay. A little bit slower. Just give me a couple of seconds. I deleted the image. Just a second. Okay, so it doesn't happen, and I guess I'll probably show the video. Array. Okay, so the bug is not like, it is actually a bug, but it doesn't work for me right now. Just a second, I'll try this on the Firefox browser. I actually deleted the file. The cache memory is not actually working here. So it seems like there's an issue. Okay, so okay, so let's come over that. Okay, so it doesn't actually work here because the bug is actually not patched right now, but still it shows us. Okay, fine. Okay, I'll share the link. Okay, you can go to my YouTube channel and you can find the video. I guess I'll make the video public. Okay, so by today's by tonight, I'll make sure the video is public, so you guys can actually see the video. I'll make sure that I upload the video today. Okay, I'll make the video public. Okay, you can see the video there. Okay, it is actually a small drive bug where it actually allowed me to download the deleted files. For example, video is not possible because video na enga irukku theriyala. So yeah, okay, so if for example, if I'm sharing a file with someone apna, you actually share a file with someone ilya. So after sharing the file, if you are not interested apna, you will delete the file. Okay, even after deleting the file, what I can do is I can simply access the file from your recycle bin. Okay, from the recycle bin I can actually download the file from your recycle bin. Just google my just search for Sriram Kesavan, bro. it'll have the link there. Okay, so just a second. I'll share the link in the chat box. So it is a small video. I'll try to make sure the video is not in this. Because the video is not inside this. I guess it is in my folders because I need to search a lot. So just ignore this right now. Okay, so the video is a little bit in the inside folders. I need to search for it, so I don't have time for that. Okay, because not everyone is having time here because we have very small session, right? So the next most important thing is the tools which is used on bug bounty hunting. Again, you need to learn about Bob suit. Okay, well, so Bob suit is the most important thing. A lot of people might be here who's into bug bounty hunting right now. Bob suit is the only tool that can be used to do bug bounty hunting. Okay, you can also use your own tools. You can also try to find your own tools. You can also build your own tools. There's no nothing bad in it, but still. If you are into like bug bounty hunting apana, there the only tool you need to learn is Bob suit. Okay, for example, I have my Bob suit here. Bob suit is it is a little bit harder to understand at the first, but once you get used to do it apana, it is really cool. Okay, so this is how Bob suit actually looks. This is actually a cracked version. So sorry, my Bob suit doesn't work properly. So yeah, so this is what Bob suit actually looks like. Okay, so it is a little bit a complicated tool at the as a beginner's level, but once you get used to do it apana, it is a little bit easier. And this is the only tool that you can use as a beginner to get into bug bounty hunting. Okay, always use Firefox, never go to Chrome. Chrome always sucks and I definitely don't recommend Chrome for PC, but for mobile phone you can definitely use Chrome. Okay, but for bug bounty hunting, if you are entering bug bounty hunting aprina, please use Firefox, because Chrome is actually built by Google, and Google always tries to always says this site is blah, this site is bad, and just like that. Okay, so never use Chrome if you wanted to do bug bounty hunting, definitely. Okay, so always use Firefox, because I see I'm using Firefox right now. So Firefox is the best browser for bug bounty hunters. And also you can also use Microsoft Edge. Definitely Microsoft Edge is far more better than Firefox. Okay, so please use Firefox or either Microsoft Edge. Okay, don't use Brave. I've used Brave, but that is not something really good. Okay, and the next most important thing is where Saripa enna na bug kandupidikirathu. Yeah, burp suit is a tool you can be used to find bugs, and that is the only possible tool to find bugs. You can also build your own tools. There's no issues in this. Brave is based on your own recommendations, bro. For me, it is not that good for bug hunting, not for personal users. Okay, for personal users for personal users, I never used Brave browser. I tried with bug bounty hunting, but Brave is not that comfortable for bug bounty hunting. Don't use Zap, bro. Zap proxy doesn't help you in bug bounty hunting. It actually scans the website, but it is not useful as much as Burpsuit is. Okay, stop using Zap. Seriously, Shish, bro. Don't use Zap, bro, because what Zap will do is it will tell you there is a bug, but those are false positive. Okay, Burpsuit will also do the same, but you cannot modify the request packets and resend the request packets, and you cannot have full freedom over the target. Okay, so always use burp suit. And I use Foxy proxy, bro. Okay, Giriraj, bro, I use Foxy proxy. I hate Fox for some reason. And yeah, I'll tell you what is OWASP and the purpose of OWASP. Okay, so OWASP is called as Open Web Application Security Project. Okay, as I said, OWASP, as I said, web security is the only option for beginners. Yeah, for getting into bug bounty hunting as a beginner, appadina, OWASP is the best place. Okay, OWASP appadina enna appadina, it is called as Open Web Application Security Project. Okay, so what it actually does is, Burpsuit is the only tool I use, bro. Stephen Rush, bro. Burpsuit is the only tool. Where to learn about Burpsuit? I'll share the videos. I'll share I'll share the websites. Okay, don't worry. I'll share all the information where to learn after this. Okay, yeah, you can also try hack me, go for Portswigger Academy. I'll tell you, make sure you do a screenshots. Okay, just give me some time. I'll complete this and I'll answer so all of your questions. Okay, and what is OWASP Abdina? OWASP is a community where they define how to hunt inside a site. Okay, so how to proceed to a site. Okay, for example, we have simply go to Google and search for OWASP. Okay, you have this site which says OWASP.org. Okay, so this is a non-profit community where they tell you or they define what to look for in the websites. For example, if you go to a website, you don't know what kind of bug you want to search. Yeah. So for this, you need to learn about OWASP. Okay, so there's a top 10 list which is called as OWASP top 10. Okay, or it is also called as a security guide. Okay, so these kind of bugs should be found in the websites. For example, if you go to a website apna, you need to find these kind of bugs. Okay, so this is the list here. Okay, so this is the list here. Okay, Nuclei is for automation. I hate automation, but if you are interested in automation, you can go for this, Ashish Pro. But I don't use Nuclei. I never use Nuclei because it doesn't uh, automation is not the beauty for bug bounty. I believe in manual hunting. Okay, so I'm sorry. Okay, so this is called as OWASP top 10. Okay, so this is what you need to find: injection, broken authentication, sensitive data exposure, XML external entities, broken access control, security misconfiguration, cross-site scripting, insecure deserialization, using components with known vulnerabilities, and insufficient logging and monitoring. It doesn't have any logic that you're saying this apna. Yeah, but this 10 points is the most important thing. If you want to get into cybersecurity, you need to learn this thing. This is not possible to explain all these things in this single session. Okay, so but that doesn't mean there is no resources. I'll tell you where are the resources and you can learn it on your own. There are so many websites on it. Okay, I'll also tell you where to learn those. Okay, so to OWASP is basically the community which defines or designs how to find bugs in a website or Android applications. Okay, we also have a testing guide. Okay, how to test a website, how to test an Android application. They define how to do it. Okay, so it is a global community. Okay, so right now I'm giving a talk in OWASP Coimbatore. Okay, so just like that, if you are around a city, you have some chapters locally. If you are a college student, you can also start a chapter inside your college to have a small session like this. Okay, a lot of people will come and give talks like this. Okay, OWASP is a community where you can go and attend the sessions for free of cost and you can educate yourself. Okay, so you need to practice again and again. Okay, and you need a lot of patience and you need to learn every single day. This is really, really, really important because I see a lot of people giving up. Okay, wow. Without practice, it won't come because I found my bug approximately after 1 year. Okay, so it will take so much time to find bugs. Okay. Okay, so bug is called as a code mistake. We call it as a vulnerability, but vulnerability is something not comfortable with. A lot of people call it bug. Okay, bug. So everyone call it a bug. So it is a little bit common. So we call it bug, not a vulnerability. Okay, but it is actually called a vulnerability. Okay, so you need to learn every single day. If you are getting into bug bounty hunting now, the first thing you need to do is learn every single day. Okay, well, that is the only thing you need to know. You need to have a lot of patience in this because bug bounty is not something it will come so quick. Okay, just like a couple of months, you cannot find your first bug because it will take a lot of time over this. Okay, it will take so much time and you need to practice again and again here. Okay, so that is the most important thing. Okay, so if someone is asking me how to get into this Abdina, the book I recommend you guys is the Web Applications Hackers Handbook. Okay, so this is one of the best book for finding bugs in web applications. For example, if you go to Google Apuna, if you go to facebook.com, you can now find those kind of bugs. Yeah, for how to find those bugs, you can actually find or you can actually refer this book. Okay, for doing for finding those bugs. And the next where places you can learn this is these two books, which is hackers Hackers Handbook, Web Application Hackers Handbook, and the next important book is Mastering Modern Web Penetration Testing. Okay, so these are some of the 2 books, and the next one is hacker101.com. Okay, so it is a site where you can learn penetration testing or bug bounty hunting, where you can learn here. They have so many video lessons here. Okay, if you are new to bug bounty hunting, if you want to learn apdina, HackerOne is a place, is a free class for web security programmer or with an interest in bug bounty hunting, bug bounties. You can definitely learn here. Okay, so you have a lot of getting started, and you have understanding, and you have web hacking, right? See, we have so many bugs here. Okay, so it doesn't mean it is the only place. You can also have Bugcrowd University. There is also a place called Bugcrowd University, where you can also go there and you can learn the basics of bug bounty hunting here. Okay, it is also a place where you can learn the basics here, and we have some basic videos here, and you can also search for category and webinar, security flash, level up speeches, and you have so many informations here. Okay, so what I'll do is, yeah, I'll also mention some people as well. Okay, so bug bounty abdina, you have so many. See, targeting for bug bounty research, advanced Android skill, and see how to do bug bounty hunting. There's actually a video how to do bug bounty hunting methodology, and we have the version 2 and version 3 here. And yeah, these are some of the basic and good videos. Okay, and the next place, the best place to learn about bug bounty hunting is Google VRP. Okay, Google has taken a step to educate the people, and here is a place where you can learn on your own. Okay, so welcome to Bug Hunter University. If you are trying to learn about bug bounty hunting apna, you can actually go to bughunters.google.com. See, bughunters.google.com/learn. Okay, so this is a site where you can go there and you can learn some basics here. Okay, so it is not here. Yeah, so you can, what is a security vulnerability? We have some videos here, XSS, web platform, and you can also read some old reports here. Okay, the people who reported to Google, you can also read the reports here. I also have a profile, so if you are interested apna, you can also go to my profile, and you have a lot of presentations here. Okay, so we have a lot of videos about Google VRP, so we have a lot of write-ups here, and you can also basically learn those stuffs. Okay, so this is my Google VRP profile, and these are some of the places to learn the basics of bug bounty hunting. Okay, and the next most important place is the YouTube channels. Obviously, YouTube is the best place to learn, right? So we have so many people on the YouTube who are teaching you for free of cost. Okay, the first channel I definitely recommend you guys is Hackersploit. Okay, Hackersploit is the best channel to learn the basics. Okay, Hackersploit. Someone asked about how to learn about burpsuit. Someone asked me how to learn burpsuit. Who's that? I'll scroll this. Okay. Okay. So you asked about like how to learn burp suit. Yeah, see, you have the videos here, setting up a burp suit, how to set up a burp suit, and we have some other videos, brute forcing with burp suit, and we have so many videos. Okay, you can check this channel, which is Hackersploit. Okay, simply search this for Hackersploit, and it is an amazing channel, not just for burp suit, for all the videos. Okay, you have so many videos on this website. For example, we have Windows exploitation, we have Active Directory, and we have cloud penetration testing, we have Linux security, and we have burp suit as well. See, you have burp suit tutorials here, and you can learn some basics here. Okay, for someone also asking me how to learn some Linux code. Okay, I said you right, Linux based programming and some basics of things. See, this is a place where you can learn about web penetration testing. Okay, for the guy who asked about burp suit and for the basics, this is an amazing channel. Okay, I learned some of the basics from this channel. Sorry. Okay, so you can definitely see this channel, and definitely look into this channel. Okay, so this is a place where you can learn some basics here. So this is a good channel. And the next channel is someone is like muting me, I guess. I'm not sure. Okay, so is it a technical glitch or something? Okay, fine. So the next important thing is the next channel is Live Overflow. So it is a channel for not for beginners, but a lot of some good intermediate hunters. Okay, you can also find some medium like videos for some beginner videos as well. Okay, so this is an amazing channel. I definitely recommend you guys to look into this channel. If someone is interested in cryptography, blockchain, binary exploitation, for those like complicated stuff, you can definitely recommend this channel. I definitely recommend you guys this channel. Okay, he actually made some amazing videos. Okay, so hacking into Google network, Linux versus Serenity, coding plus hacking. See, programming plus hacking. Does hacking require programming skills? If you want to see this video, go to his channel, look into his videos. He has some amazing videos. Okay, so he'll explain everything a little bit in an easier manner than other trainers. Okay, so I have hacking simplified. This is just a growing channel, but I definitely like him very much. He's just like doing this, really killing it, because even though he's just a growing up channel, he's doing it a little bit better. He'll teach you about the newest bugs. Okay, for example, polkit bug, graphql, yeah, there goes log4 shell, and some of the basic bugs, and also the new bugs. He'll share about the newest bugs that is new for the internet. Okay, so he's also some. I said you about Android penetration testing. Yeah, Android penetration testing, there are less trainers, and this is the one guy. Okay, if you want to learn Android penetration testing, apna, refer this channel, which is hacking simplified. Okay, this is a good channel. You can definitely see this channel. I definitely recommend you this guy. Okay, and the next one is obviously stock, and like stock channel, which is one of the most basic channel. And if you need motivation, Abdina, sometimes people get can sometimes yeah, Krishan bro, I saw your message. I'll make sure that happens. Okay, so we have so many channels like this. Okay, you can also definitely look into those channels. And the next one is where to get started into bug bounty hunting, and these are some of the sites. Okay, for the basics to get into started. And some people asked me how to do this, so go for Portswigger Web Academy. Okay, search for Portswigger Web Academy, and this is a site where you can learn for free of cost. It is a free, and anyone can learn this. Okay, I'm really bad in learning new things. Okay, so this is my learning progress. But you have so many things here. For example, academy, learning paths or academy. I guess it is academy. Okay, so you can learn some basics here. Learning materials. See, you have so many bugs here. For some beginners, you can also learn some new bugs here. Okay, so you need to, what you need to do is you need to combine everything here. That is an important thing. Okay, you need to combine every single thing I say you. Okay, so next one we have pen tester lab at last. It is a paid thing, but it is definitely recommended by Vivek Ramachandran, who's one of the best trainers. And again, as I said, geeks for geeks, that is really important as well. Okay, and finally, reports really matter. Or bug kandupidicha mattum podadu, you need to report the bug to the organization. Okay, so you need to be really good in English to communicate with the persons. Okay, so I report a lot of bugs to Google, where they accept a bug within a one comment. Okay, so or message amcha podum, they'll accept the bug. That is how a report should be. Quality reports. Okay, you need to send some high quality reports on this. Okay, sending a report is really important. Sometimes companies will reward you a little bit bigger for better reports.